The rematch is here. Evander Holyfield, confident, relaxed, cool. Mike Tyson predicting a sensational victory. The sense of anticipation as before the first fight is almost palpable. Here we go, fight two, round one. A straight right by Mike Tyson, shrugged off by Evander Holyfield.
Mike came in with the same thing, a 1-2, looking to go over the jab.
And a lot of movement by Tyson, which we did not see in the first fight.
Al-Jaquetti said he's going to be bobbing and weaving. He's going to be jabbing.
Mike's looking to duck and keep his leverage low and come up banging.
Come on.
Banging. I notice he doesn't want to go backwards. And Evander right now is picking his spots, but he's looking for something.
Right on the top of
Evander Holyfield's trying to employ that strategy too, Steve. He's trying to push Mike back.
Combination of the head. Evander Holyfield. Back comes Tyson with a left hook to the head of Holyfield.
He hurt Mike really good with that right hand. I'll tell you what, though. Mike hit him back with a left hook. This is going to be a war. Mike on the heels. Got him on his heels. Mike's not going forward.
Bad intentions on the punches from both fighters in round one. From the very first second. Again, more head movement from Tyson. Something we didn't see in the first fight. He looks over to Mills Lane. It's a cut around the right eye of Mike Tyson from a clash of heads, I believe. Fight. He looks over to Mills Lane. It's a cut around the right eye of Mike Tyson from a clash of heads, I believe.
That's just what happened. And Mike said, what about this biting? What about this head?
That's the butt.
Deja vu.
That's the butt. Here we go. Time in, let's go.
Look at the blood streaking down from the outer portions of the right eye of Tyson.
What a terrible thing and what an anticlimactic way to have this fight unfold.
Open.
Well, one thing is different. He has now got pressure on him, and he's just started this fight.
And again, just like in the first fight, Tyson looks over for help from the referee. Again, just like in the first fight, Tyson looks over for help from the referee.
I think he was complaining about a low blow there. I didn't see a blow go south of the border, but that's what he's complaining about, I think.
And there's Evander Holyfield mauling and pushing him around to the ropes.
Sticking in with uppercuts to the body. Now going upstairs, looking for the cut.
Evander is beating Mike to the punch, and he's making Mike pay. When Mike comes in, he smothers. When Mike comes in, he smothers his shots and he counters well, and Mike doesn't counter the counter.
It is fairly deep. I just got a pretty good glance at it. Pushing into the ropes by Holyfield.
Holyfield showing he's stronger. Again, he's pushing him around like a rag doll. That's not good.
Hey, don't take it. Come here. You know better than that. All right? Let's go. Come on.
Mills Lane taking charge. Over the top by
Mike throwing
Tyson.
a nice right hand, but you see he's not following up with the big combination.
Don't forget Tyson with a plastic surgeon in his corner. And he's going to need it.
No problem. No problem, Mike. It's nothing. Okay, it's nothing.
Couple deep breaths.
I'm sorry. Yeah, okay.
Couple deep breaths.
You're fine, man.
Give me a look.
Can I hold pressure?
Slamming into Mike's eye, and unfortunately it's a cut already. Wasn't a big deal, but I'm sure he didn't mean it, but his head was down. Another look at it, Evander just kind of dives. There it is, right there. Puts his head down and comes straight in and hits Mike right in the corner of his right eye.
Bad luck.
Dr. Ira Trockey telling Tyson he's fine, but that may be wishful thinking. But before the bell for round 3, Tyson comes out fast but forgot his mouthpiece.
He's anxious to get this on. I think he's blown the first 2 rounds, and he better get started.
Round 2 very bad for Tyson with that bad cut. Pushed away by Holyfield. Again showing his strength. A sense of urgency here by Mike Tyson.
And that's the old Tyson we know.
That's the Mike Tyson that came. That's the Mike Tyson that needed to come.
A ferocious Mike Tyson. Bobbing at frantic pace. Listen. The crowd is turning. Many yelling Tyson. A swing and a miss with a straight right by Holyfield. Good duck under move by Tyson.
Walking him off. Doesn't want to get hit with that bomb on the inside.
Ooh, a low blow by Holyfield with the left hook, and a low blow by Holyfield with the left hook, and Mills Lane gives him an earful. Back comes Tyson on the belt. Tyson with a short left hook to the head of Holyfield. A right hand by Mike Tyson to the head of Holyfield, a straight right.
The left hook got his attention, then he came back with a nice 1-2, a left hook in the right hand, and Holyfield looked like he was stunned.
But what a chin by Holyfield.
Good stiff jab.
That's the jab Mike didn't have in the first fight.
What happened here? What happened here?
He got bit, I think.
Evander Holyfield, look out, he's pushed right here, above us by Tyson.
He's got bit in the ear.
Oh my goodness, he's got a bloody right ear. Holyfield bit by a dirty Mike Tyson.
I can't believe what I'm seeing.
Well, first he had a parachute drop on him, now he had a heavyweight bind him.
I wonder if we can get that on tape.
Biting Holyfield in the right ear. What a reaction.
Well, and he certainly, that hurts like hell, but he certainly had a big bite. And that's a dangerous bite.
Oh, disgusting tactics here by Mike Tyson. We understand 1 point has been deducted from Tyson for that vicious exhibition.
Now, they could disqualify him, but they've taken a point, that's for sure. Oh, here comes the commissioner now. They got to figure it out.
Well, this is the doctor and the commissioner both taking a look at it.
He bit his ear. He's out. Disqualified. He bit his ear. I can see the bite mark.
Okay. He bit his ear, he's out.
Telling Mark Ratner, head of the commission.
Well, let me ask the doc. He bit his ear. Can he go on?
Yes.
Okay. It's going to be a 2-point deduction. The fight will go on. 2 point.
Mills Lane was ready to stop the fight for Holyfield.
The fight will go on.
Overruled by Flip Pomansky, the doctor, who said
Mills Lane is a take charge kind of guy. He's a judge. He'll take no nonsense.
He was bullshit. It's going to cost him 2 points. 2 points. 2 points off here. He bit his ear. 2 points off. 2.
Can you believe this?
Oh, well, this is getting stranger and stranger. We're getting to see strange things happen in boxing.
He should be disqualified for that.
We go back to the change of referees.
I wonder how this would have played in Mitch Halpern's eyes.
Oh my goodness.
That's a thought, Bobby. You got a big, tough judge here.
Major controversy here in round 3. A very angry Evander Holyfield now. A left hook.
You know, it's funny. Mike was having his best
He bit him again. He bit him again.
Mike Tyson has bitten Evander Holyfield for the second time, and it is all out war.
I saw that one. That was right clear. It's a miracle he didn't get bit back.
I'll tell you what, this is unbelievable.
Let's take 2 looks at that one, at that bite. Now here's the bite. Keep your eye on Mike. See, Mike has just, see, look at him. You can see it. You can see it. There it is.
I can't believe what I'm seeing, fellas.
Bobby.
They're going in real slow motion. Mike gets in a headlock. And look at this. He just reaches in and bites him.
It's over. It's over. During that replay, Mills Lane signaling that it's over. I think they've just about had enough. Tyson showing desperation in fighting Holyfield 2 times. Look out now. More fighting in the ring after the end of the fight. Tyson's trying to get at Holyfield again, I believe. It is complete bedlam, and Tyson is just taking swipes at anybody in front of him.
The police are coming in by the squad here, and they're still fighting in there.
It's a fiasco in the ring. People are jumping above us, trying to get in there. There's the security trying to hold Tyson back.
This is the most unbelievable spectacle I have ever seen. The first one was an amazing feat. The second one is disastrous.
It's just impossible to conceive.
Tyson's bodyguard fighting with the security. The crowd in stunned disbelief here.
Mills, why did you stop the fight? Because of the first bite on the ear or the second?
The second one. The first one was a foul. I took 2 points. The doctor said he could continue. So let it continue. And he beat him on the other ear. I told him, I said, one more time like that, that's it. You're gone. I told them both. Knocked the rough stuff off. And he bit him again. I said, that's it, you're gone.
As Holyfield leaves the ring, the condition of the ear, could he have continued, and did you disqualify him because of the foul or because he couldn't continue?
Oh, no, I disqualified Tyson for the second foul. I told him, do not do that again. You do, you're gone.
So he could have continued. The physical condition of Evander Holyfield was such a view that he could have continued had he not disqualified Tyson.
Well, I didn't ask the doctor. I never reached that point. I wasn't going to ask the doctor. That wasn't a question. That kind of foul, I mean, you got to take a position sometime, somewhere. That was it.
Pandemonium breaking out here as Mike Tyson is leaving the ring, and we'll continue with Mills Lang. As you see people getting knocked over, our camera goes down. Mills, let me continue here. Mike Tyson's people and Tyson are going to say, I'm sure you didn't call a foul on the headbutt, which caused the eye, and this could have been a retaliation by Tyson.
I called it a butt.
But you didn't take a point.
An unintentional butt, you don't take a point. An unintentional butt, unless it occurs the second time. An unintentional butt, that if he fight stop, you go to the scorecards after 4 rounds. There's a difference between an unintentional butt and a bite.
Do you feel as though that's what Tyson was doing, however, that he was retaliating?
I do not know. You'll have to ask him. I don't speculate. I do not know the answer to that.
Obviously, disappointment. Mills, got to be disappointing for you to have it come to a conclusion like this as well.
You know, you play the hand you dealt and do the best you can with the cards. That's all I can tell you.
All right, Mills Lane, thank you for your time.
All right, thank you, Ferdy. We are outside of Mike Tyson's locker room. There is utter pandemonium going on here. Finally, a little bit of some quiet. John Horn, the co-manager of Mike Tyson, joins us right now. John, this is a scene like we have never seen before. It was totally out of control. What is the situation inside of that locker room, and can you ascertain why Mike bit Evander?
Well, I'm not going to even comment on that until I see what really happened. But all I know is this. Evander has been headbutting Mike for 2 fights. Headbutting is a foul, a complete foul, but it's been happening so often, so long, that when a person headbutts another person, cuts both of their eyes, it becomes a common thing. And it's okay to let that go.
So this was this a retaliation?
No, Evander turned it into a street fight a long time ago. A long time ago, and I'm not going to even get off until I understand everything and see what happened. And all I know is Mike got a cut over his eye, 3 inches long. Evander got a little nip on his ear that don't mean nothing.
Mike
and
wanted
after bottom line, he jumped around like a little bitch. That's what he did. Okay, now Mike didn't do nothing. Mike didn't complain. He didn't say nothing. He didn't ask the man to stop the fight because headbutt's been going on so long. It's okay, but it's a foul.
You can't bite anybody regardless.
I didn't say he bit nobody. I said when I look at everything, Woods determined. But it's very clear Mike got a 3-inch cut over his eye. It's not for a punch. Okay, so therefore, what can I say?
One is accidental, and it
no,
appears
come
as though
on, please. One headbutt may be accidental. 15 is not.
What would you have liked to have seen done by Mills Lane? This was the referee of your choice.
I would like to see him let the fight go. The air ain't got nothing to do with his fight.
He got a little cut on the ear, man.
There ain't got nothing to do with the fight. Ain't got nothing to do with his arms, his legs, his hand, his body, nothing.
You don't need to scream at me. You don't need to scream at me.
Mike got a cut over his eye.
Okay.
Mike got a 3-inch cut over his eye that the blood will penetrate to his eye, blur his vision, and everything. Now, I understand. No, not at all. I'm unhappy with all the headbutts and stuff for 2 fights. Mike done been cut 4 times by this guy, neither time by a punch. Now, you tell me what that is. That's all I know. Everything else I'm going to have to see about, I'm going to have to go over. I don't know nothing about it. But he turned it into a street fight a long time ago.
Obviously, not the way that anybody expected that this was going to go. Very disappointing to everybody who bought the fight and those in attendance here. Your thoughts on this disqualification?
Well, I think that the headbutts was there, and I think that when he had the headbutts, and as he had headbutts prior to that, it should have been some type of a point taken away or something to acknowledge these headbutts, because this was said so in prior to before the fight started, to watch the headbutts. You know what I mean? And so it's very difficult when 2 athletes are fighting. You know what I mean? And things can happen, but these headbutts seemingly...
Don, but the fact of the matter is the headbutts, yes, it is a problem. Everybody will acknowledge that Holyfield was in violation with the headbutts. The proper reaction, however, is not to bite, correct?
Well, the proper reaction is not to bite. You know what I mean? But I guess when a guy feels that he's pleading with the referee to give him some consideration and he don't get the consideration, then he just goes beyond reason. I mean, you must be able to deal with reason.
All right, thank you, Steve. I'm now joined by Mike Tyson. Mike, first of all, let's go in chronological order. The headbutt in the second round. Which opened the gash on your eye. Tell us about that first, please.
He butted me in the first round, but then he butted me again in the second round. Then as soon as he butted me, I watched him. He had me holding, and he looked right at me, and I saw him, and he was going for, and he kept going for it, and he butted me again. He kept going down and coming up, and he charged into me. And no one warned him. No one took any points for him. What am I to do? This is my career. I can't continue getting butted like that. I got children to raise, and this guy keeps butting me, trying to cut me and get me stopped on cut. I got to retaliate.
Now, immediately you stopped. You stopped fighting immediately right there, and you turned to Mills Lane and you said what? And the result was he did nothing. But what did you say to Mills right at that time?
I don't remember what I said. I told him that he butted me, but I know I complained about being butted, and we complained about the first fight. Listen, Holyfield is not the tough warrior everyone says he is. He got little nicks on it there, and he quit. I got an eye. I got one eye. He's not impaired. He got ears. I got one eye. Big deal. If he take one, I got another one. I'm ready to fight. He didn't want to fight. I'm ready to fight him right now.
Mills Lane stopped the fight. It wasn't Holyfield who stopped the fight.
Oh, he didn't want to fight. He didn't want to fight.
Let me ask.
We don't know what Mills did. Don't put nothing on Mills.
Well, Mills said he stopped the fight. You bit him. Was that a retaliation for the eye when you bit him in his ear?
Regardless of what I did, he butted me for 2 fights.
But you got to address it, Mike.
I did address it. I addressed it in the ring.
Why did you do that, though, Mike? I mean, was that the proper response?
Look at me. Look at me. I got to go home and my kids are going to be scared of me. Look at me, man.
What are you going to do now in terms of your career, Mike? Will you continue to fight? Okay. That's the story from back here. Let's send it back out to you, Steve.
Of course, they're not going to get on Mills Lane. They're the ones that triggered the change. But let me ask you this. Does a headbutt warrant this kind of ridiculous retaliation?
A headbutt is an unfortunate side effect of this game. Getting punched, getting cut, getting butted, getting elbowed. Certainly some are more blatant than others. Some are bad, and some people do it consistently. I don't believe Evander tried. I believe Evander tried to keep his head down so he didn't get it taken off with those big whistling hooks that Mike was throwing. You have to get under Mike's big shots or you'll get hurt. The fact that he got butted. But, I cannot find an excuse anywhere in my system for biting him the first time, let alone the second time. And if he wasn't disqualified the second time, it would be impossible to justify that fight went on.
We just saw the sound of the fury, but the loser.
We saw a lot of sound. We certainly saw a lot of fury, but we didn't see what we wanted to see.
Do you think Tyson's career is history?
The only people that can decide that isn't actually even Mike Tyson. It's the people. If the people will still support Mike and come out to watch him fight, that's one thing. This may take a lot of people and really turn them off badly, Steve.
We want to take a look right now at some of the infighting. Take a look at some of the clashing of heads. Here we go.
Well, the main difference here is, as you were speaking, occurred to me. This is an unintentional. There you see it. This is an unintentional thing, right? But a bite is an intentional thing.